Let's do some simple word problems now. You should find them quite easy because they are very easy to understand, as the one here. There are 200 pictures in my photo album. 8 of them are black and white pictures, not colored but black and white. So what percentage are black and white? Now you can understand this very simply in terms of the total and the part that are black and white. Total pictures, imagine that's that much there, and some of them, 8 of them, that's a very small part, they're black and white pictures. So what percentages or what percentage are black and white? The part of the total, which is the fraction, is what you're looking at. This fraction, this is what part of the total. So we know that the total is 200 and the part is 8. So if you take 8 out of 200 as the fraction and change that to a percentage, then you'll get, well, the 2 zeros here disappear, and 8 divided by 2, which is 4, and the answer is 4%. There you go. Very simple. Nothing complicated there at all. What about this one? There were 350 people in a movie hall. 28% of them bought popcorn. That's not too many. How many people bought popcorn? Well, 28% of 350 people. It's as simple as that. A certain part or a fraction of 350 people. So 28% of 350 people, you just work it out. 28% of 350. Of course, means to multiply. So 0.28 is 28%, 28 over 100. And you multiply these two, and the answer you get is 98, which means 98 people out of 350 people bought popcorn. Straightforward. Mom cut my allowance by 20%. I must have done something wrong because she cuts my allowance. Allowance is what I get every week, and she cut it by 20%. So now I'm just getting $15 a week. So this was my total allowance once upon a time, and she chopped it off by 20%. I'm now just getting this much. So what percent is this? If this whole thing was 100%, 20% got cut off, what percent am I getting now of my total allowance? Well, common sense will tell you that if you're getting $15 a week, which is this bit here, this must be 100 minus 20, which got cut off. So if you take away from 100 20%, this must be representing 80%. This must be 80% of the total. So 80% of the total is what makes $15. So we write it as an equation. 80% of total equals $15. Off means to multiply. We don't know what this is. 80% is 0.8. And since off means to multiply, remember, we can find out the original. 0.8 times what is $15? You've done these kind of problems. All you have to do is divide $15 by 0.8. And if you do that, then the answer that you'll get is $18.75. That's the amount that I used to get before my allowance was cut. So the original amount I used to get was $18.75, and 20% of it got cut off. I'm now just getting $15. That's how we solve this problem. Okay, now you try it on your own when you sit at work and do these kind of problems. What about all these colored marbles? What percentage of marbles are blue? Well, what percentage of all the marbles are blue? That's what it means. Now, all the marbles, you've got 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Altogether, there are 12 marbles. And out of 12 marbles, what fraction are blue? Well, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 are blue. So you take 8/12, which is the fraction, change that to percentage, and there you go. You have your answer. It's 200 over 3%, which would actually come down to 66 and 2/3%. That's your answer. So 66 and 2/3% of the marbles are blue. You can play around with it in different ways. For example, what percentage of the blue marbles are light blue? So you just look at the blue marbles. Let's get rid of all the others. These are all the blue marbles, right? So the total number of blue marbles are 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, out of 8 blue marbles, what fraction are light blue? Well, 1 and 2. These two are light blue. So we'll say 2 out of 8. So the fraction that's light blue, out of the total of 8, 2 are light blue. Change that to a fraction and then to a percentage, and we get 25% for answer. So 25% of the blue marbles are light blue marbles. That's how we understand and solve these kind of problems. Okay, let's stick with the problems with marbles and let's increase the amount. This was the total number. Now I'll increase it to this. What fraction of the marbles are blue now? This time your total number of marbles have increased, and so the fraction that are blue, well, let's find out what's the total number of colored marbles here altogether. If we count them, we find that there are 26 colored marbles. And now if we count the blue marbles, we'll get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. 13 blue marbles out of 26 marbles. 13 are blue. What fraction is that? It's half, which means 50% of the marbles are blue. 50% of these marbles are blue. Let's play around some more. What if we said, here are all the marbles. What percentage of marbles have white dots? Percentage of marbles that have white dots? Well, altogether, how many marbles are there? If you do a good count, we'll find that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 times 6, that's 48, and 2 more on each end. That's 50. Altogether, we have 50 marbles. And what fraction have white dots? Let's count. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 have white dots. So this fraction, change that to a percentage, and we get 16%. So 16% of these marbles have white dots. There you go. Now you know how to think about it. Every time you're asked a question on percentages, always first figure out of how many. For example, here, what percentage of red and green marbles are green? What percentage of red and green marbles, that means the total number of marbles that you're selecting from are red and green marbles. So get rid of all the other colors. Get rid of all the blues and yellows. So you've got rid of blues and the yellows. So you're left with just red and green marbles. Now, the question is, what fraction of red and green marbles, that's all the ones you see here on the screen, are all red and green. What fraction of these are just green? So now you count all the red and green marbles, and you find that the total number of red and green marbles happen to be 22. Now, what amount from this is green? So you count only the green marbles, and you'll come at this figure, 14. That means 14 marbles out of 22 red and green marbles are just green. That fraction you change to a percentage, and voila, done. The problem is solved. You multiply it and you get this unwieldy fraction 63.711%. That is your final and correct answer. So don't be afraid about conversions where you get some very strange looking fractions. That's okay. They still are correct and they make perfectly good sense. So that's it for the problem solving bit for now. We'll continue our journey deeper into the world of percentage, and you'll find the deeper you get, the lighter it gets, because you know all the stuff that comes before. You can dig as deep as you like, and you won't feel scared or anxious at all. In fact, you'll feel more and more curious about what's in there. So keep that curiosity going, keep your practice going, and you'll do just fantastically in your tests, in your exams, and your quizzes. Take care, have a great day, and see you around soon. Bye-bye.